Well, while in real life, Reading FC are suffering points deductions, pitch invasions, and are in real turmoil, here in Fantasyland, the Gobby Gaffer, that's me by the way, if you didn't know, the Gobby Gaffer is doing sterling work. And in today's episode, we're going to win the FA Cup and the league. I'm only joking really. Well, about the FA Cup, we're playing Manchester City. It is at Wembley though. It's going to be a great day out. Can we do it? I don't think it's possible. I think this is where our FA Cup run ends. But, you know, some nice money coming in just to help those coffers a little bit. But anyway, let's have a look what's been going on. So the last game on camera was the Southampton FA Cup quarter-final, and then we obviously we won that, so we're through to Wembley. The next game then was a home game against Swansea. We are conceding a few goals at the moment. I've tried to stabilise the defence a little bit. I think I destabilised it at a point, but I think we've stabilised it again now. But 2 goals conceded in that, but the important thing is 3 points on the board, a 4-2 win. Then we went away to Huddersfield. That was a little bit squeaky bum time. A 4-3 win in that one. We did concede 3 goals, but again, importantly, got the 3 points. Friendly in there for an international week. And then we played Bristol City and a 4-0 win. Clean sheet in that one. Absolutely brilliant. And then we went away to Burnley and a 2-1 win in that one. And my super sub, Dewenny, I think his name is. Dewenny came on and in the 90th minute got the winner for us 2-1. And I was bouncing all over the show. You can imagine, can't you? Because at the moment, we do look on course to take that shiny trophy. And you know how much the Gobby Gaffer likes that shiny trophy. Couple of little points of interest. The player of the month, we had 2 players in the top 3. Hugo Albert actually won it. He's our Spanish striker, and Yao Cruz came 3rd. And you know I don't like talking about myself. Well, not very much anyway. I won the manager of the month. Another feather in the cap of Gobby Gaffer. So today we have 2 massive games. We have Derby County away, where we could actually win the league. We'll have a look at the league in a second, but we could win the league in that game. And then we have a great day out for the Reading fans with all the turmoil at the moment. We're a great day out at Wembley, and we're going to play Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final. Can we do it? I don't think so. The other semi-final, I think, is between Arsenal and Liverpool. So even if we get through, we're not going to beat either of those in the final. But you never know. We can all dream, can't we? And the league table is looking absolutely brilliant. Proudly sitting on top. Reading, 41 games played. So there are still 5 games of the season left. But we've got 87 points. The nearest challenger is Brighton on 42. They are 12 points behind. But as you can see there, the team I think that we need to be worried about are Luton in 4th place. They've played the same number of games as us and are 14 points behind us. So if you just look at that table now, that with 5 games to play, there's 15 points on the table. They could actually, if we lose all our games, they could actually nip in. Brighton have 4 games to play, so they can actually only equal our points total. And if you look at the goal difference, we have a goal difference of 49. And, the nearest challenger there is, what is that? Well, it's 20. Is it Middlesbrough who've scored that, or Watford? No, Watford have scored 28 goals. But the teams that matter have got less than half the goal difference that we have. So without further ado, we're going to get stuck into this Derby game, and depending on other results, even a draw today might be enough. Again, it's Gobby Gaffer maths, and I've never been that great at it. I have sat and scratched my head at it, just looking at this league table and working out the permutations. Sometimes it's just easier to go and play the game and see what happens. So you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. Well, welcome along to Pride Park and 34,000 screaming fans today. So, some of those are our screaming fans. Hopefully that'll be the 12th man and suck that ball into the back of the net. A 1-0 win and, we're home and dry. Will it be that easy? I don't think it will. The team is Boyce Clark in goal, back four of Guinness Walker, Abbey, Cresswell and Sangare. Crowley and Banicic are in the midfield. We've got Yao Cruz and Jevramovic out wide, and Hugo Alba and Dennis Gull up front. And I've just held a team meeting and I pressed the wrong button, said to the players, come on lads, we can do this today, we can come on with some shiny silverware. And every single one of them said, I don't think so, boss, we're not that good. So who knows? Anyway, we do have a highlight, and Cresswell with the ball now. Cresswell to Abbey. Going to play this out onto the left-hand side. Guinness Walker to the superstar that is Yao Cruz. Hugo Alba, and that normally gets slid along the floor and into the bottom corner, but he chipped a very weak effort into the goalkeeper's arms. So ball there, hoofed from a free kick into our penalty area, but easily picked up. Dennis Gull now takes that nicely. Sangare now, is he going to have a run? Yes, he is. He's going to have a run up that side. Plays it inside. Jevramovic now. Jevramovic back to Cresswell. Just trying to work an opening. Back to Sangare. It's all down that right-hand side. Dennis Gull fires a shot in there that goes well over the bar. So we do get a corner from that. Yao Cruz now is going to sling this into the near post. That gets headed out. Cresswell there, back into the box. And that's headed over. Another corner now. Jevramovic there. The ball is in the back of the net. And the linesman is wheeling away to the halfway line. That looks like that is the first goal. And it's given. We have had quite a few disallowed recently. So that's a nice headed goal there. Lovely corner directed straight onto Dennis Gull's head. The keeper very nearly gets to it, but it's in the back of the net. Back again now. Plenty of highlights in this first half. And, well, most of them are for us. So that probably means we are playing very, very well. Crowley now. Back to Cresswell. Again, we're just trying to work an opening. Looks like Derby are playing with quite a high defensive line there. So a ball over to Crowley. Crowley loses the ball. And that means that Derby County now can try and build from the back. So it goes to their keeper. Is he going to hoof it? Come on, lads. Get your head on this ball. Head it into midfield. Let's pick it up again. That's a bit of a useless ball from Derby. We shouldn't really say that, should we? Because as we all know, Football Manager is always listening and always ready to pounce when you get a little bit cocky and you think you've got things under control. Football Manager says, well, I've been talking about this Football Manager thing, you know, and there is a perfect example of it. What is this? I'm not normally lost for words, but I am lost for words. Okay, so we're now going to get some Derby County highlights. Derby County now, ball thrown into the box. Yao Cruz there, heads the ball to Maitland-Niles. He's going to have a punt, is he? It looks like this might be... Ooh, that's come off the frame of the goal. Banicic there, Boyce Clark. And we are playing some very, very strange stuff at the back. And, well, I'm not going to say anything else now. I'm going to just say the obvious. I'm not going to tempt fate because Football Manager obviously was listening. Ball headed just over the bar there, and it's 1-1. So just as we come up to half time, 8 shots, 5 on target. The XG is very low though, 0.59. But we have gone attacking. I've given the lads a shout of encouragement. Dennis Gull picks the ball up. No, he doesn't. And we've actually given that ball away. This is not looking good, if I'm honest. But anyway, Abbey. I've seen us in tight corners before, though, this season. And we've come through it. So, you know, the last couple of games that we played, we've been in a tight corner. And we've managed to pull the cat out of the bag in the last minutes. Anyway, Yao Cruz down this side. Abbey. We just wait, I think, waiting for half time, and the lads are thinking, you know what we need is some words of wisdom from the Gobby Gaffer. I shouldn't really say that, should I? Please, let's not have that. Oh, and it's just outside the post. I think I got away with that one then. Yeah. Okay, ball out now from the back. And how many minutes are we playing now? It's just the 2 minutes of time added on. But we are getting a lot of highlights. I don't mind lots of highlights as long as it's for a purple shirt attack. But we don't want white shirt attacks. Guinness Walker now. Down that side. Lovely ball forward there. Hugo Alba, slide it across, lad. That's a penalty, referee, all day long. Has he given it? I think he has given it. That looked a harsh decision. The little ticker tape. A harsh decision? He nearly took his legs away. Right, come on, Hugo. Stick this in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net. Right down the middle. Right down the goalkeeper's throat. Unfortunately, the keeper dived away from it. And sometimes that's the best place to put a penalty, because the only thing a keeper can do is actually kick it out with his feet. But fortunately, the keeper there he went the wrong way. Either way would have been the wrong way. And we do reach half time. So I'm going to say I'm delighted with your performance. Keep it up. And everybody looks really happy. So maybe words of wisdom are going to work. I don't know. Both my strikers are looking really good. You do see an awful lot in Football Manager where you play it's like a lone striker and he keeps coming up constant with 6.3, 6.4s. These two lads really seem to like playing together. 7.5, 7.3. So both having very, very good games. The one player who's not having a good game is Banicic in midfield. So I think we might make a bit of a change there, and I think we're going to bring Stefanovic on, and we're just going to switch it round a little bit. And Stefanovic now is going to play the ball-winning midfield player, and Crowley is going to be the DLP. I wish we could sign Crowley. He's a cracking player, but they want a lot of money for him. And the second half is underway. 9 shots, 6 on target. The XG now is like tripled, 1.38. What's the possession looking like? Possession, I can't see it. Possession, 49%. It's been quite even, really. Derby, 6 shots, 1 on target. A very low XG, though. As we've seen before, teams with low XG can actually come back and bite you. So let's not speak too soon. Okay, we need some subs on here. Yao Cruz is now injured on that left-hand side. Okay, slight change of formation. We're going a little bit more defensive now. So Giabi has come on in midfield. Krivac has come on for Crowley. Crowley very tired. So Krivac is going to come on as the DLP. Traore, who I'm very, very unconvinced about. I am actually retraining him to be a striker, and he is learning that position. I do feel that Traore has got a place in the team, but out on the wing, he doesn't seem to perform. But anyway, so we've made 3 changes there. We have 1 left. Let's see, we've got about 20 minutes of this game left. So 77 minutes, back to a highlight, and we very nearly gave a penalty away there, but Derby County have got the ball on the edge of the penalty area. They are getting pushed out, but we've got to just be careful of that runner. Be careful of that runner. There's 1 or 2 spinning. Look, there's a runner, and it's hit the crossbar. And I was shouting and screaming from the touchline, just watch that runner, watch the run. It's all right pushing out, but you have to watch that spinning runner. But we get away with that one. Come on, lads, about 10 minutes of the game left. Can we do this? I'm pretty sure we will get a trophy celebration at the end of this. It's a 2-1 win. It is a 2-1 win. And look at this. This is a thing of beauty. Oh my word. And don't forget to notice the Gobby Gaffer at the back with his shiny blue jacket on. Look, that shiny blue suit. Look at me stood there. Come on, it's not all about me. Come on, lads. You've done this club proud. And don't forget, we're off to Wembley next. Can we do the same thing at Wembley? Let's not think about that at the moment. What a moment in Reading FC's history. Absolutely brilliant. And with all the turmoil in real life, This, I'm sure, would be a tonic for any Reading fan. I know it's only Fantasyland, but, well, it's Gobby Gaffer's Fantasyland. And there in his... I'm wandering round the pitch there in my blue suit thinking I own the place. It's not all about me. And of course the assistant manager is saying, well done lads, you've sealed the title with your performance today. And well, Premier League, here we come. And well, we could look down all of the results. There is no point now. 42 games played. We still have 4 games of the season left. So we still had a safety net. But 90 points, 12 points ahead of Brighton. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant performance. And that is the league title wrapped up. We have some shiny silverware in our trophy cabinet, which, well, to be fair, we had to give it a really good dusting because there's not been a lot in there recently. Can we add another one to it? You never know. We'll see you in the dugout at, well, it's Wembley. We'll see you very shortly. And just before we jump on the coach to get down to Wembley, we have some really important news. The board have set initial budgets. So we have a wage budget of 1.1 million. The season that, well, actually it's not last season. We're still playing it, aren't we? But the wage budget was around about 650,000. So a fair increase there, but a transfer budget of 40 million. So not to be sniffed at. And the chairman is actually digging deep into his pockets and giving me a bit of support. So we'll have to see how that one goes on. Well, welcome to Wembley. You couldn't write this stuff really, could you? Yep, FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City. And I've decided in today's game, we're not going to go defensive. We're not going to hold back. We're just going to play our normal game. If we get beat, we get beat. We've had a great day out. We've already got a shiny trophy in the cabinet. And, well, next season, we'll be playing Manchester City at least twice anyway in the Premier League. Let's go for it, shall we? So, the team is, and by the way, the injuries that have been thrown at me before this game. I mean, honestly. Boyce Clark in goal, back four of Guinness Walker, Abbey Cresswell and Sangare. The two in midfield are Crowley and Banicic, who is playing against his old club. So we're hoping for some good things from him today. Traore has had to come in because of Yao Cruz being injured. And like I say, I'm not happy with Traore on the wing. I mean, what better day than today to play well and say, boss, this is my position. I want it next season. He could put a good performance in. Let's hope he hits a 7.4, scores 2 goals. And, well, we can all just, go into the final with happy, smiling faces. Jevramovic on the other wing and Albert and Dennis Skull up front. And as we get ready for kick-off, I must say my team talks at the moment, the players are really starting to respond well. So my connection with the players has got immensely better. So we're giving them positive team talks and they're all looking highly delighted. So I'm expecting today a lot of highlights. I don't think they're going to be blue and white hoop shirts with the highlights. But anyway, we did have possession. We've given the ball away there to Bernardo Silva. I mean, that's a great move, isn't it? Giving the ball away to Bernardo Silva. But they are looking a little bit tentative at the moment. And, well, the ball's been given to buffoonery going on here. I don't know what's going on at the moment. I think I might just shut up until something settles down. No, City are on the attack now. Phil Foden. And he's hit the crossbar with that. We got away with one. And while the game is going on here at Wembley, the Championship is in, it's in full flow at the moment. Bye-bye, Championship. 30 minutes on the clock, and we do get another highlight. And, it is, Alvarez there, floating a free kick over. But as you would expect, all of those highlights that we've been getting in the Championship and playing lovely football, we're not getting too many of those today. So Abbey here, don't hoof it long, just play football, play the game that we know. That's it. Nice ball forward to Traore. Hugo Alba. Banicic needs to have a good game today. I'd love to see the headlines at the end of the game saying Banicic puts in a great performance against his old club. But we've had 3 shots, 1 on target. City are on top, obviously. Sangare now, Banicic, but we are holding our own. Cresswell now to Abbey. Very, very high press on from Manchester City here. They've got 6 players just outside our penalty area. Can we actually ping a ball through and get some out on attack? But no, we can't. Phil Foden again. I'm sure he's not going to miss for a second time. He's gone very wide with it though. Musiala now. Musiala. Yeah, Gvardiol there. A nice shot, but again skims the top of the net. And we do reach half time and it's 0-0. So I think I'm going to say I'm happy with your performance so far. And obviously Traore is on a 6.4, although having said that, the other winger, Jevramovic, is on a 6.2. So neither of my wingers doing particularly well today. So I think with that in mind, we are going to make 2 changes. Both wingers have come off now. Pienko has come on the right-hand side as an inverted winger. And Diweni has come on the left-hand side. Remember, he scored that very late winner in one of the league games that I was talking about. So he's come on as an inside forward on the left-hand side. And the second half is well underway now, as you would expect. City having the majority of the game. They've had 10 shots, not an awful lot on target, and they have had 60% of the possession. But again, you would expect that from City. So we do come back now, 63 minutes. Not a huge amount of highlights in this game, but, you know, at Wembley, you only need the one goal to win the game, don't you? So Rodrigo there, lovely ball out to Phil Foden. Phil Foden slides the ball across. Musiala there, misses that shot. The ball chips over the top, but that apparently is not a highlight. 71 minutes, 2 more changes. So Diweni, who came on the left wing, has now gone up and replaced Hugo Alba. Weirdly, after all, I was only just saying, wasn't I, how well these front 2 are playing together, and they're always in the green stats when they're playing together. Today, not so much. I mean, even Dennis Gull is only on a 6.5. I think Alba was on a 6.4. So Yao Cruz, although he's not fit, he is a match winner. And for the last 20 minutes or so, can we nick a winner? He's come on the wing, and like I say, Diweni has moved further forward. And we come back straight back to a corner from City. And that is, I don't know what happened there. That seemed like, whoa, and Boyce Clark makes a terrific save. I'm not quite sure how much luck played a part in that, but anyway, we're moving into the 75th minute now. And it's all Manchester City now. Phil Foden swings the ball into the box. Musiala, that should be Boyce Clark's. Yes, it is. He grasps the ball, falls to the ground and says, right, lads, come on, let's get this goal that we need. Can we get to an FA Cup final? At the moment, it would be against the run of play, but it happens in football, doesn't it? Abbey now at the back. He's going to put a nice ball there through to Guinness Walker, plays it to Yao Cruz, and that's a shame. Yao Cruz with the ball again, and this time he does find Diweni. Dennis Gull sliding the ball forward. Can we pick that up? Guinness Walker now. He's going to put the ball into the penalty area. Referee. Are we going to VAR for that? That looked like a penalty to me. I'm sure VAR is operable in the, that's a big word, operable, in the FA Cup. Anyway, ball slung into the box there, and Manchester City get away with it. But they've had 15 shots, 3 on target, an XG of 1.48. So Manchester City well on top in this game. And well, I mean, surprisingly, we've gone through to extra time now, and it's 0-0. Last 2 changes then as we start the extra time. Burton has come on in midfield. He's a young lad, 5-star potential. I've got high hopes for him, but maybe not the kind of game to blood him in. I mean, he has played a few games this season, but he's going to come on as a Mazzala. You never know, sometimes the young kids come on and can just do something outrageous, and Krivak has come on as the DLP. And extra time is underway, and we come straight back again to a Manchester City highlight, and I think at some stage one of these chances will get put away, and it has done. So it's taken City 91 minutes there to get the first goal. It's 1-0 now, and I think probably that will be it now. I can't really see us scoring a goal against Manchester City. We're a very tired team. We've played a long, hard season in the Championship. And of course, remember, we do have that shiny trophy in the cabinet. So no disgrace today. It's all about having a good day out at Wembley. And, well, we're moving into the half-time of extra time. So I've made 1 or 2 changes. We have gone very attacking now, but we've gone long ball. We have a couple of lads up top who could make the most of a long punted ball. But Manchester City having got that goal. Oh, we made the cross. Can he? Apparently not. That looked like it was going in. Oh my word, I'm not sure what happened there. I've never seen that in Football Manager before. That looked like it was on its way in from Guinness Walker. Oh my word. Okay, so we're soaking up some pressure now. And, well, it's time added on in extra time now. Can we just nick this ball and mount a counter-attack? Ball punted over to Yeremy. Yeremy into the box. Headed away by Cresswell. And I think that will be it. So one final highlight now. We just need to get the ball in the penalty area, lads. That's it. Just hump it forward. Try and keep possession. Unfortunately, we don't keep possession. I mean, obviously, you know, we're playing against a much, much better team. And there we have it. It's full time. Like I say, no disgrace. And we go out of the FA Cup in the semi-final. And obviously the assistant manager is saying we were the underdog, so you gave it your best. Good effort, lads. I think that's what we are going to say, and everybody looks chuffed and delighted. And rather disappointingly, obviously it depends on the result of the game. Rather disappointingly, we only got £500,000 for that Wembley trip, so not great really finance-wise. I suppose if we'd have won it, we probably would have maybe got 1.5–2 million. But anyway, it is what it is. And you know what? I'll take that at Wembley. FA Cup semi-final, a very narrow 1-0 loss against Manchester City. I mean, does that bode well for next season? Because we've already beaten Southampton. I mean, hopefully it will do. Anyway, what a great episode that's been. Shiny silverware in the cabinet. Gobby Gaffer, I mean, you know, absolutely over the moon. In the Premier League next season. Not going to show any more games now. The next games that we show will be in the Premier League. It'll be probably the first 2 games in the Premier League. But there will be a transfer special. And my word, is this an important transfer window? Because I'm going to go away now. I'm going to do a lot of head scratching. I do a lot of head scratching, if you've noticed. I'm going to go away, do a lot of head scratching, and let's try and sort all these contracts out. Sangare is the latest one to knock on my door, wants a new contract. He wants to over double his wages. Of course they will do, because we're in the Premier League now. But, you know, we have about an extra 350–400,000 to spend on the transfer budget. That is not going to go very far if all my current players want to double or treble the wages. So I do have to be very, very careful. But we are going to have to strengthen this squad. So expect to see players out and some better players, hopefully, coming in. Well, from a very, very chuffed Gobby Gaffer, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with it. And, well, stay tuned. We're in the Premier League. We'll see you very, very shortly.